and Garge family, Sharma family, Sanjay Kumar Sharma, and Aman Gupta. Right now, what is the evening in Paris? Okay, the evening in Paris, well, it's a very beautiful thing because as I told you, the day we can't stop anywhere, all the monuments will just drive past. But evening after 8 o'clock, I can take photo stops. So your Paris is complete only doing the evening in Paris. We'll be taking photo stops. The same thing that we do in the day, we'll do in the night, but with photo stops. And very important, if you will do everything as per time, at a particular time, I will take you, everything will be in the daytime because the sun sets only around 9:30, 10 o'clock. But the last thing will be the Eiffel Tower. I will take you to the best place in Paris from where you can have the best view of the Eiffel Tower, and that will be with lights. And I want to take you at a particular time when there is special lighting on the Eiffel Tower. This is the best view one can have in all of Paris of the Eiffel Tower. And the special lighting is just for 5 minutes. It's very, very beautiful. That in itself will be the paisa vasool of the whole trip, of the whole tour, if of course the photo stops and all. Your Paris is complete only if you do evening in Paris. Otherwise, it's like halfway, no photos and all that. And Eiffel Tower with the lights is fabulous. You will see it 10 times in the day, but in the nights, it's very different with the lights. It looks amazing. As I told the other people yesterday, in the morning, Eiffel Tower looks like Mohammed Kaif. In the night, it looks like Katrina Kaif. Right? Okay. That itself is the paisa vasool of the trip. So I think you should go for it. If you want to go, let me know. You need to pay 60 euros per person. That is the price. I can only take euros and in cash. If you don't have that much cash, no problem. Near the Louvre, there are ATM machines. You can withdraw the cash and keep it ready accordingly. Right? Okay. And then money I will collect later. Just withdraw the cash because not everywhere will you get ATMs. So withdraw the cash and keep it ready. Okay. And on the day after tomorrow, when we are driving to Switzerland, I will do the collection, okay, in the bus, not outside anywhere. Please be very careful with all your belongings, especially in Paris. Very, 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 very bad, very violent, very bad. Please be very careful. I hope nobody is carrying their passports. As I had said yesterday, do not carry your passports. Just keep a soft copy, that is good enough, of the front page, last page, and the visa page. Because passport loss means your trip is finished. You can't go further. That's it. Right? So don't lose your passports, please. पैसा तो ठीक है, मतलब something can be done about it, but passport, nothing can be done about it. Okay, so for the evening, these people you need to let me know. Alright. For the evening, we will have another coach. This bus, as I told you, 12 hours. After dinner, this bus will go away back to the hotel. Alright, and we from the restaurant will have another similar bus, local bus coming, which will do the evening tour with. Alright, so just let me know these people about the evening so I know how to make the arrangements. If you are not doing the evening, then you go back with this bus to the hotel after dinner. And if you are doing it, then of course we do it. So basically, if you are doing the evening, you will reach the hotel only at around 11:45 in the night. Alright? So please let me know the Garge family, the Sharma family, and Aman. Right? And of course Kumar's. Yes. So we are on the periphery of Paris. We are just living on the periphery of Paris, our hotel. Periphery means like how we have nowadays also in Indian cities. Many big Indian cities like the Ring Road as they call it. So this periphery runs around the old city center. Paris as a city is very big. Paris, which is the capital of France, as a city is very big. It's round in shape and extends up to almost 60 kilometers. But the city center, the historical part of Paris, the old Paris, which we are visiting, is very small. It's just about 7 kilometers diameter. Alright? Where you have everything. and this periphery runs around the 7 kilometer. There's a city center that is okay. Paris or Paris as it's called. The language spoken in France is French, of course, that's the official language. People do not speak English. They are very bad in English. You will have language problems talking to people. Also, many French, even if they know English, they don't want to speak English. They will not, many of them, some may, of course, but language is a very big issue. Paris or Paris, as it's called in French, is the capital of France. France, which is area-wise, is I think the second largest or the largest in Europe, land-wise. Population of France is about 60 million. All right. The population of France is about 60 million. That is about 6 crores. And the population of Paris itself is about 20 million. So every third French you meet is a Parisian. That's why it's so bad with traffic and everything, because 20% of the population, or more than 20-30% of the population lives in Paris. Right? So that's why it's so bad. Paris, why it's called Paris? Because Paris was settled by a tribe of fishermen called the Parisians 2000 years ago. The city started, which you will see when you go on the cruise, on an island. There is a very old part of the bus cannot go there. It's not allowed. But island city, which you will pass on the cruise. On the river, there is an island. And that is where Paris started from. And the tribe of fishermen were called Parisians. So from Parisians came the name Paris, or Paris as you call it in English. It is known as the city of love, the city of lights, the city of museums, and so much more. A very beautiful city. Some of you might have visited the city inside. Very symmetrical and all, very historical. All the buildings in the city center made centuries ago, hundreds of years ago, all in one line, all of the same height, constructed from the same kind of stone, and very nice, very symmetrical, with the huge boulevards. Today, the history of France revolves around Napoleon, mainly. Napoleon was the most famous and loved emperor of France of all times. Halaki, there have been kings before that. He came to power only after the French Revolution in 1789. Under Napoleon, France was like a superpower of those times when he was ruling. It was like a superpower of the world. It ruled over most of the countries known at that time, including certain parts of India, most of Africa, most of Europe. Everything was ruled over by France, till Napoleon was defeated by the British in the Battle of Waterloo. Alright, and then the British Empire rose, as we know, and became the most powerful at that time. So under Napoleon, France was like a superpower. Alright, and France, Paris, in the 70s and 80s was the fashion capital of the world. Even today, though most of the today's designers, of course there are French who are still there, but are Italians, and Milan is has become equally important in the world of fashion. Milan and Paris, both fashion capitals of the world. France is also very famous for perfumes. The perfumes were invented here, the best perfumes. That is why we take you to the Fragonard Museum, where Fragonard is a very, very old and the main company producing perfumes in France. Their perfumes can only be bought locally within France, not even in Europe are they available. They make the concentrates for most of these designers and supply it to them, and then they make their own compositions and perfumes in their name. They have their own brand called the Fragonard perfumes, various things. So in Paris, they are originally from Nice, down south of France, where all the perfumes are made and where most of the flowers grow and all that from which the perfumes are made. Of course, a lot of them imported from different countries. But they have a small museum here, so you will have a short trip, about 10 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes, explaining to you about the making of the perfume, the history and everything. Then they will take you into the shop. Automatically it will end in the shop where they will explain the discount schemes that they have for the groups, which are very nice, which I will explain, and they will explain to you there. They will make you smell the fragrances, and these are pure UD perfume, not UD toilet or UD cologne, but pure UD perfumes, and they are very good and very strong and nice. So if you want to buy, they have schemes, like they have bottles of 120 ml, 60 ml, 30 ml and 15 ml. So the scheme is available only on the 120, 50 and 60, 120, 60 and 30. So the scheme is, if one size, any fragrance you buy, fragrance, all the prices are the same. Any fragrance you can mix up. If you buy a set of 5 bottles, the size must be the same of all the 5 bottles. You can't mix a 120 ml and a 60 ml or like that. If 120, then all 120. If 60, then all 65 perfumes. If you make a set, there is a lot of heavy discount per bottle. For example, the maximum percentage is available on the 120 ml set. Normally, a bottle would cost around 90 100 euros, for example, but if you buy a set, it comes to 71 per bottle. So it's a very heavy discount. Similarly, on 60 ml, 30 ml, 15 ml, there is no set. Only 30, 60 and 120 set schemes. And they are very, very nice. It's very, very, very good, amazing. You will be able, they'll make you smell all the fragrances so you can decide what you want. Their fastest running are the Diamond and the E12, which are both unisex, and then they have a lot of female perfumes. And even if one person is not buying a full set of 5, as a group, if as far as the size is the same, if you mix, for example, 1 or 2 he is buying, 1 or 2 he buys, and like that, make it a set of 5, you can still avail of the scheme. The fragrance, you decide which one who wants, and you can all avail of this facility. So it's not कि एक ही को 5 खरीदना है, you know what I mean. So you can mix it up as like this. So it's very good, very nice. If you're shopping good, then shop. If not, then all I would request is don't do time pass, so we can move further with the rest of the city tour. All right.
Hi guys. Thank you for
Also,
watching.
for those of you who have joined
AnnKumar
today,
Vlogs.
well, there is a problem with the Wi-Fi in the hotel. I just checked with them because it's a national problem. The main telecom company, national company SFR, their system is down. Okay, that's why in the hotel you're facing very slow or not getting Wi-Fi. I mean, Wi-Fi is available, but the network is not there. But you have your own data. Those who are going to go to Disney tomorrow, download the Disneyland Paris app. If you're going to Disneyland, without the app you will not be able to do Disney. So please make sure you download the Disneyland Paris app. When you type Disneyland on your app store or on your Google Play Store, whatever, you will get two, Disneyland and Disneyland Paris. So click on Disneyland Paris, download that app. Then I will tomorrow on the way, I will explain. It's a very user friendly. Without this, you will not be able to do Disney. One per family is enough. If you want to download more phones, no problem. But one per family is enough. So you need to have the Disneyland Paris app. So first of all, please do that. Okay.
guys, it's Mary Ann. It's AnnKumar Vlogs again, watching and streaming from Paris, France. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, guys, please click subscribe and click select all to get updated on my new videos. And of course,
So keep your cameras ready. Very soon we will start. You'll see places you can take photos from
giving
the
me thumbs
bus.
up. Okay,
If you are
so
doing the
we're having
evening
a
in Paris, then you don't have
panorama
to worry much
view
because
today,
all these
guys.
places we will stop for photos in the evening.
Okay.
So you'll get a proper picture. But especially those who don't intend to do the evening, you'll have to do it from the bus now. So keep your cameras ready, please.
So we are having this panorama site viewing, guys, around Paris, and just kind of traffic right now. So, but I will be showing you the view, guys. Again, this is AnnKumar Vlogs and live streaming all the way here in Paris, France. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, guys, please click subscribe, select all to get updated of my new videos. And if you like this video, please consider giving me thumbs up. Thumbs up? Okay, there you go.
So straight ahead, you see the first monument. Straight ahead is called Arc of Triomphe. Arc of Triomphe, which was made by Napoleon. It looks very similar to India Gate in New Delhi. The India Gate was copied from this, of course. The construction was started by Napoleon. It was completed after he died in 1736. sorry, 1836, my mistake. In 1836, after he died, okay, and it was made to commemorate his victories. It's a triumphal arch to commemorate all his victories, all the battles that he had won. It stands in a place called Place de Etoile. Place means square in French. Etoile means star. Place de Etoile, but the official name today of that is Place de Charles de Gaulle, named after the famous general who was the general of the French army during the Second World War, leading French army in the Second World War, the General Charles de Gaulle. And later on, he also became the president of France and a very respected and loved man. Those who landed yesterday at Paris, you landed at the Charles de Gaulle airport, also named after him. A very respected and loved general as well as president of France to ever live, President General Charles de Gaulle. It stands in the place called that, and from there begins the Champs-Élysées, which is the most expensive and the most renowned street in France, arguably the most one of the most expensive and renowned streets in the world, the Champs-Élysées. It's written, maybe you may know about it, but you speak in a different way. It's written as CHAMPS, like champs, but it's Champs, and Élysées, ELYSEES. Élysées. Normally people speak champs Élysées, but that's wrong. It's Champs-Élysées, which is almost about 2 kilometers long, finishing at the Place de la Concorde, which is considered to be the most, probably the most beautiful square in Paris. The whole street, very expensive, with all beautiful lined up shops, boutiques of all the designers and everything on that street. Very, very expensive. For example, Mont Blanc and Christian Dior and all these. And of course, Louis Vuitton. You all must. Ladies?
Yes.
Yes. Their flagship store, their biggest store in the world, their flagship store is here on the Champs-Élysées. It's a whole three-story building which is owned by Louis Vuitton. And they have the facade of the building also, which is shaped like the bag of Louis Vuitton. Huh? They're very cheap bags. Louis Vuitton bags are very cheap to buy. If somebody wants to buy, all you have to do is take a suitcase full of money and come out with a small handbag. Empty handbag, of course. So in the evening, we'll take a photo stop here also at the Arc of Triomphe. But today, just now, you can just see it from the bus. Underneath the arch, there is a flame burning, like we have Amar Jyot at India Gate, which is dedicated to all the unknown soldiers of France. Amar Jyot, jo bolte hain, like that, the tomb of the unknown soldier. There is a flame burning, garlanded 24 hours, guarded.
ये स्मार्ट कार है। अरे यार ये ब्रांड अपन ने देखा खोल के।
Most of their cars are small. see that right there. Most of their cars are small, just like a toy.
So that is the Arc of Triumph. And then the Champs-Élysées starting in front of it, on which we will drive through now. Underneath the arch, you will see the flame burning there. You see, that is the tomb of the unknown soldier, dedicated to the victories of Napoleon. This corner building on the Champs-Élysées in front, straight in front, this is the most expensive residence currently on the Champs-Élysées. It is owned by the Sultan of Qatar. This is the Qatar embassy. This one now on your left. And on both half the street is all shops and buildings. The other half is all gardens, boulevards. So you see on both the sides, you will see showrooms. Like on the left, you can see Cartier, Montblanc, and all these. And as we go down the street, on the right will come up Dior and Louis Vuitton, and everything will come on the right. So all expensive, very expensive to do shopping here, but showrooms and everything you will see. So very soon coming up on the right hand side, you will see Louis Vuitton. Okay, here you see LV written. This is shaped like a bag, Louis Vuitton bag. This is the whole Louis Vuitton store. That is the entrance on the right, Louis Vuitton. This is the main flagship store, the biggest store in the world. And immediately after the Louis Vuitton, you will see the building with the red canopies. It's a very famous luxury 5-star hotel called Phuket. And the cafe that you see with the red canopies, you'll see it as we go a bit further on the right hand side, immediately after Louis Vuitton, the lane, and then the Phuket. A very, very expensive cafe for food and everything. You need reservations, you can't just walk in. And
my
it's very
golly, I
famous,
have to go
especially
come back
amongst
here
the
again.
Hollywood stars and the French TV stars and movie stars and all. Whenever you go, you generally find some of those kind of personalities there. That is Louis Vuitton, that is Phuket. It used to be also one of the favorite places for food of Lady Diana when she was alive. She used to love this. Phuket on the right hand side. And then all of the showrooms you can see left and right. There are Nike and Omega and Rolex and everything here. So half of this street is all shops and boutiques and all. In the olden days, there used to be residences. Now, very few residences left. It's mainly commercial because it's very expensive. Very few people live on this road anymore. You have very famous brands all around. Ladore here on the right, which is famous for its macarons and all confectionaries. Also, this is the street where the official residence of the President of France is. It is called the Elysee Palace. Coming up a bit further, you can't see it, of course, because it's behind the trees, the gardens, and the main entrance on the other side is not allowed. It's stopped for security reasons for anyone to go there. But that is the official residence of the President of France. Currently is Macron.
Is it not? Yes. Look at that. Car seats and
No, tree.
so yeah, tree for
So evening, I'll give you some time here at the Arc of Triomphe, so you can take a stroll on the Champs-Élysées on the evening program. Alright? Spend some time. When you come to Paris and don't set foot on the Champs-Élysées, your Paris is incomplete. So you can have an opportunity in the evening to do that. Taking the pictures and everything on the Arc of Triomphe and all. So until here is all shops, boutiques and everything. From here on start the gardens, alright, of the Champs-Élysées. And another very good time to be here is during the Christmas, December month. In the month of December there is a whole, for Christmas, which is the biggest festival in the Christian world. A whole market is set up here, Christmas market, as in all the cities, practically major cities of Europe, but very, very beautiful in Paris, with beautiful decorations and lights and stalls and everything, which sell local food and local items and everything. Very beautiful. Also a very good time to be on this street is on the 31st of December. As you might have seen on TV or heard or read or seen on TV, one of the finest fireworks, 31st December at 12 o'clock midnight to bring in the new year, happens here on the Champs-Élysées, one of the top 10 finest fireworks that take place in the world. It happens at the Arc of Triomphe there. And this whole street is closed for traffic on that day in the afternoon till the night. This is also the main street where all the good and bad demonstrations and everything are held. Parades and everything. The Republic Day parade is also on this road, starting from the Arc of Triomphe behind, finishing at the Place de la Concorde. The Sphinx that you see, the obelisk in the front, that is an Egyptian Sphinx, which is obelisk, which is more than 3,000 years old. Very soon on the right hand side you will see a building that is the only building in Paris which has iron and glass roof. The rest are all sloping asphalt roofs. And in front of that you will see on the right hand side a statue of a man walking. That is the statue of President General Charles de Gaulle. He is walking and he is looking on that side there, behind those trees on the left, because that is where the Elysee Palace, the official residence of the President of France, is. This building is known as the Grand Palais, this one on the right, which means it is an exhibition house. Grand means big, big palace. On the right you see the statue of General Charles de Gaulle, and he's looking there, he's walking and looking there, because that is where the Elysee Palace, behind those trees in the gardens inside, is the official residence of the President of France. And in front of you, that pillar that you're seeing is more than 3,000 years old. It's a gift from Egypt to France. There are only about 14 or 15 now surviving, very, very old, from the ancient Egyptian times, with the ancient Egyptian language, the hieroglyphy on it. It was gifted to France by Egypt, shipped in one piece from there to here. It's more than 3,000 years old. And that is the Place de la Concorde. So in front of the obelisk, the president, the stage is set up. And on 14th of July, the parade comes down marching, finishes in the Place de la Concorde. Here, where the president takes the salute. 2-3 years ago, our Mr. Narendra Modi was invited to take the salute of the army alongside the President French, and also our army contingent had taken part in that Republic Day parade on 14th July. As we come to the square, we will take a left turn. On the right hand side, you will see a building with many pillars, which you will see later again, is the Assembly Nationale, which means the Parliament House. There you see on the right now, it is the Parliament House of France. There on the right hand side, you see the building with a lot of pillars. That is the Assembly Nationale, as it's called. On the left hand side, you see two buildings. In between, there is a street in which we will go through. On the left hand side, the building is Hotel Clion, which is another very famous luxury five-star hotel. And on the right hand side, the building that is there, that is the Naval Administration building of France. Straight ahead in front of you, what you see, the gardens, they used to be the royal gardens at one time. Today, it's called Tuileries Gardens. They are open to public. Behind that is the Louvre. These used to be the royal gardens because the Louvre before was actually a palace where the Louis family used to live, later on converted into a museum. The Place de la Concorde with the beautiful golden fountains. And during the French Revolution, you see that corner, straight left hand side corner. During the French Revolution, there were about, by the local people, 1500 royals who were killed, who were guillotined, their heads chopped off here in the square when the French Revolution happened on this corner here. So that is the Hotel Clion on the left hand side. On the right hand side of the street is the naval headquarters of France, naval administration. So we are now going down the street. In this front, you see is the Magdalene Church, Our Lady of Magdalena, also built by Napoleon. He used to love Greek style of architecture. This is Greek style of architecture. Lady of Magdalena Church, constructed by Napoleon. And on the left hand side in this lane, you see that red canopy sloping, Maxim's written. This is probably the most expensive restaurant in Paris, Maxim's. Okay, and you need reservations again. A meal for a couple may cost without the wine, of course. Wine can be very expensive, could be about 400, 500 euros. And the system here is that the menu card is given to the lady with the names of the dishes and to the man with the names of the dishes and the prices. The lady doesn't have the price. On the right hand side is the L'Oreal building. You all know L'Oreal, the headquarters. The L'Oreal building, L'Oreal headquarters. And some few other showrooms here also. So that is the Magdalene Church. Now we will take a right turn. So keep your money ready. Okay. Cards, cash ready for the perfume. Very soon we'll be getting down and I will walk you to the perfumer. Follow me. Cross only from the zebra when the light is green. We visit the Fragonard. We are just about in time, I guess, for our appointment.
Alright, that's it for now, guys, and I will be streaming live again in a few minutes, and because we're about to get off the bus. And again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, guys, please click subscribe. I will be uploading and doing live, streaming live here in Paris. Maybe later today. So if you haven't subscribed, click subscribe and select all to get updated of my new videos, so you will be updated when I go live or upload a new video. So that's it for now, because we're getting ready to get off the bus, and I will be seeing you soon. Thank you for watching again.